My next guest is Patricia Dickerson from the Hanford Carnegie Museum, and we're going to talk today about the Step Back in Time historical tours that you've been, working on for a while now?
Yes, we've been doing them for a little while, for a couple of months now.
And how are they going?
They're going great. They are fantastic.
Tell me what you can show me if I take this tour.
We would take you, we have 3 different tours.
Okay.
Each
There are
one-
that many historical sites in Hanford?
Believe it or not, we have to divide them up, or we would be walking for days.
Okay, now I immediately think of China Alley.
China Alley is part of them.
Okay.
And we, in fact, the one that takes you through the China Alley, also, we would go through the King's Art Center, the Episcopal Churches, Fox Theater, Dow's Temple, and of course the Hanford Carnegie Museum. And we actually can take you inside the buildings. You're given a tour of inside and the history of the buildings as well as the people of the time.
Are these like full-day tours, or how long do they go
About
on?
2.5, 3 hours
Ooh,
apiece.
okay.
Depending on what your group wants and how into depth you want to get.
I want it to go all day.
Well, we can do that. We can provide lunch and take you into more.
And ice cream at
Superior Dairy, of
Superior
course.
Dairy, yeah. No, now listen. You mentioned the Fox Theater. The Fox has been closed for a while, right? And it's getting ready to reopen.
It's getting ready to reopen.
Yeah,
Yes, it
part of the
is.
roof caved in a while.
Yes,
well,
it did.
a couple of years ago now.
It's been about 2 years.
Yeah, and that had to have a big impact on Hanford with that shut down.
It did. It
Is the
was one of
town
our
glad that
landmarks.
it's about to reopen again?
Oh, yes, we are very glad to have it back. We've actually been allowed to take some tours in there recently, and it is beyond beautiful.
They did a
And
great job fixing it up.
They really have.
I can't wait to see it.
It is a sight to see.
Yeah.
It really is. They've got Neon Alley in there, and I won't tell you anymore.
Well,
you have to come and see it for yourself.
I was in the Bakersfield Fox Theater last weekend. I was down in Bakersfield. And all those old Fox theaters were built 20s, 30s, that area, and they're just magnificent.
They really
movie
are.
palaces, and now used for a lot of live entertainment. So, it'd be cool. When you take the tour of that, are there dressing rooms and things you get to see, or?
It depends
Behind
on
the
what they're
scenes?
doing for the day,
Ah.
on what they allow us to see.
Okay.
But Neon Alley, you see the stars on the ceiling. There's quite a bit to it. It's really great. They have an organ that comes up, a Hewlitzer, I believe it's called.
Wurlitzer, probably.
Wurlitzer, thank you very much,
yeah.
yes.
We have one of those here at the Warner's Theater in Fresno.
It's
If
beautiful.
that's the old days when they used
Yes.
to come up out of the floor. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so that was one tour.
That's one tour.
So tell me about the other two.
We have, the other tour is Hanford's beginning, when Hanford became Hanford in
1800s?
the 1800s. This one includes landmarks that'll take you back to the 1800s, when the cultured English people influenced our lifestyles. This takes you by the old hotels, also called Whiskey Row, the first commercial brick building, the catastrophic fires, let's see, the Opera House, the influence of the railroad, and the reason for Hanford's beginning, when and why our city was incorporated, and of course, the Hanford Carnegie Museum.
I didn't know Hanford had an opera house.
Oh, yes, we do, and it is gorgeous.
Is there a Hanford Opera Company?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, what's the opera house used for nowadays? Any
It's
idea?
just a,
Just a historic
hotel.
building? Oh, it's a hotel.
I believe it's a hotel. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a hotel.
Is it near Courthouse Park?
It's within walking
Courthouse
distance.
Square, yeah?
Yes, with all
Well,
of this
everything
is
in
within
Hanford
walking
is within
distance.
walking.
Yes, it is.
That's what I love about a small town.
Small towns are great.
Yeah.
And then the second tour is the turn of the century.
The third tour.
Third tour. That's what I meant. On here, it's the second one.
Okay.
We did it backwards. But no, this
I
one,
got you out of order, didn't
Yes,
I?
you did. This one is the historic district, the one we were just talking about. This will take you by the 1897 Bastille, also the sheriff's office and jail. The 1897 Kings County Courthouse, the Irwin Street Inn, which was built in about the 1890s, Superior Dairy, and there's quite a bit more to this tour. And it goes on. And it's some of them we can take you in, some of them we have to see from the outside, but they're very worth the time. You can take Amtrak down, make it a day trip.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to take the train back. We'd keep you, but we do groups. We do Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, senior tour groups. We do all kinds of tours.
Now, these are
Pets
walking tours, right?
These are walking tours, yes.
Is it an easy walk, or is it a strenuous walk? Or
It's an easy walk.
Easy walk, yeah.
You walk a block and you get to sit and do a tour, or walk through a building, or sit while the organ's played, and I won't tell you where that one's done at. You have to come and see for yourself.
I can guess.
It's not the Fox
Oh,
Theater.
it's not the
No,
Fox.
it's
See,
not.
I thought I knew it all.
We have one of
Is this the webpage here we're looking
Yes, it is.
for the museum?
Yes.
Ooh, nice, nice.
We do have a webpage strictly with the historical tours on it. One of our pages, yes.
Okay, okay. Is there a charge for these?
Yes, there is.
Of course there is.
Of course there is. Depending on your group and whatever, the normal price is 7 for adults, 6 for seniors,
Oh, that's-
5 for kids.
Anybody can afford that.
And it's so worth the money. It really is. And I'm one of the main tour guides now. So
How many do you have?
How many tours?
How many tour guides?
Right now, me, as we start this up, and then we are working on training new ones.
Do you call them docents or tour guides?
No, these are tour guides.
Tour guides.
Yes. No, the
Okay.
docents are the ones that work in the museum.
Okay. Do you walk around with a little flag on a stick like they do in Europe?
No, but
No?
that's a cute idea.
Well, because you don't want to. You want to keep your group together. You know.
Yes, but they're pretty good about staying together. We did one on March 5th, and we had about 50 people on that one.
Wow.
That was quite a huge
Did you
one.
have to yell so everybody could hear you?
Well, we have one tour guide in the front, and then we had helpers throughout that helped so that everybody knew what was going on. But we're training them to be tour guides.
I'm guessing 50 would be an unusually large
It
group.
really was.
You probably keep them to what, 10, 20 at the
We
most?
try to keep
or-
20 at the most.
Yeah.
Some of the buildings are quite small, and 50 doesn't fit, so you have to break the groups up. So we try to keep them small.
Yeah. What a great idea. I mean, was this, who at the museum came up with this?
This was actually a big thing in the 1880s. The show-offs did this.
Oh.
And then this fell in the cracks, and we've resurrected it. We've brought them back.
The show-offs.
The show-offs. The
The-
Hanford show-offs.
The Hanford, that was a vaudeville group or?
Nope, it was a volunteer group that came in and
Just a
did the
volunteer
tours.
group. Sounds like a vaudeville group.
And they've given us their information, and some of them are helping us with these, telling us how to do it, and we're running with it. And so far, we've had nothing but great responses to the tours.
Wow. Do you see adding on more tours or?
As time goes by, we might.
Yeah?
Yes, we're working out these 3 first.
Yeah. Which of the 3 has been the most popular so far?
I would have to say the one where you get to go into all the buildings. The Dows Temple, China Alley is a huge hit.
Yeah.
The Episcopal churches, one of them was brought here off of Dowdy and 3rd and Hanford and rolled in on logs. Took them 12 hours. And it still stands today. And the inside, on the outside, you don't expect what happens when you walk in. It is unbelievable in there.
Surprises are always good.
Oh, it leaves you speechless.
Yeah. So are these tours mainly given on the weekends or
You call and we
you'll accommodate?
set up yes, we accommodate for tours anytime.
Cool. Cool.
Monday
Okay.
through Sunday, just no nights.
She needs some time off. Okay. So what's the website or what's the phone number? How can folks find out more about these tours?
Hanford Carnegie Museum.org on the website. On Facebook, we're Hanford Carnegie Museum and Tourist Information Center. Our number is 559-584-1367.
Take the train down to Hanford?
Yeah, bring it down, come and see
Get a
us, call
tour?
us.
Yeah. Have an ice cream at Superior Dairy?
You have to have ice cream at Superior Dairy. It's a must.
It's a must. All right. Well, best of luck to you, Patricia. Thank you
you.
so much for coming in today. The Hanford Carnegie Museum and their Step Back in Time tours right here on Central Valley Talk.